There's a Dave Rubin cringe
So
compilation.
there's no way they're going to accept the election this time, and I do think Trump's going to win, most likely in a landslide.
Trump is going to win, and he's going to win in a bigger way than he won last time. Sounds crazy, but Trump's going to get 30% of the black vote, and they know it, and that's why they're freaking out.
I tweeted about a year ago that Trump's going to get 30% of the black vote. That's an insane. No one.
What? I mean, I said Trump was going to pick up. I said Trump was going to get more of the black vote. And there was one fucking study that came out that literally said, there's one study that came out that literally said, like, Trump is securing what, 20% of the black vote? And when I told you guys about it, you fucking yelled at me. Trump did end up getting a higher percentage of the black vote, but like 30% is, Jesus, it's fucking nuts.
That's in their right mind would say that.
I like that if fucking even Michael masks are fake Knowles. Michael masks don't do anything Knowles.
That
support was 15%.
15%.
15% approval.
Yeah, I'm guessing it could be around 30%.
I think that 30%
You got 12.
is going to break very hard to Trump. That's not going to show up in the polls because they won't say it in the polls.
He got 12.
It's election day in America. These are fake glasses, and I thought today is the type of day because I want to connect with you. So you see what I did there? And of course, here we go again. This is Donald Trump. He's going to get the 18 Electoral College votes over there. This is Chris Christie. He's actually kind of making some sense there. Good things are happening, people. Make America great again.
Dave.
Wait, he set up like a projector or something? That's so whack. That's cute though, that he really tried to do it. He really tried to do it to him. Like, oh, look at me. I got my projector and shit. So scuffed. I wonder how many people watched him.
Dave Rubin.
Kind of hard for Dave Rubin to maintain relevance when, you know, Daddy Peterson's not holding his fingies, holding his hands.
Is out in Los Angeles. What is it like in California today?
Glenn, you see this?
Yeah, I do.
This is a big smile,
Yeah.
Glenn. We're gonna be okay, Glenn. Everything's gonna be okay. But it's looking good. But Glenn, I gotta show you something. I got a prop, my friend. And could you imagine only 4 years later, a man would have
Are you putting it
one
on?
of these?
You gotta put it
your hair's
on.
looking really good tonight.
Okay, yeah.
It's all happening. It's all happening. I could probably end the live stream right there because it's all happening. It's looking good. It ain't over yet. But yes, there are a lot of people in full meltdown mode on the left. There's a lot of people.
You gotta at least feel some bit of solace that you watched me cover the election after all that is said and done. Because if you fucking ended it, if you ended it on the note by watching like anywhere else, you probably would have left thinking like, oh no, we're fucked. Like we're proper fucked. I mean, Austin's mom, everyone knew Biden was gonna win. Yeah, beats me, dude. Fucking talk to some parents. Made me look smart at work, LMFAO. Don't worry about it, brother. I got you. Always.
Rejoicing on the right, but I think everybody watching this at least can take a deep breath. The American experiment is going to continue. Tonight is an absolute pushback on the BS of the mainstream media. So this is all looking very good for Donald Trump. I've got some fancy tequila here and a nice big Death Star ice cube, and I hope you guys are drinking something or eating something good. And there is goodness here, guys. And
I think the only point in the night where it was really bad was, I remember it still. The only point in the night was Florida. When I saw Miami-Dade numbers come in, I was like, oh no. Like, while it still confirmed my suspicions about the Hispanic vote and how Florida was going to turn and how fucking silly everyone was being about poll numbers, when I saw Miami-Dade County numbers come in, some you might even remember exactly the moment where I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, what's the percentage of vote for Trump here? Yeah, Trump did outperform expectations there. But thought it was happening again when Florida came in. There were so many people in chat just going, we lost, we lost, we lost, we lost, Sag, we lost, Sag.
My liberal friends who will still talk to me, if you still consider yourself an old school liberal.
Why were Trump supporters like this one so confident he was going to win? Because they're fucking brain dead. Like, they are literally stupid. It's hard not to feel scared when you see, when your biggest fear is like 2016 happening all over again, right? It's hard not to feel scared. And time again, leading up to the election, for months, I told you, do not underestimate Donald Trump. Do not underestimate Donald Trump. Do not underestimate Donald Trump. I think that Donald Trump is going to do better than expectations. Look at the numbers. Look at how the polls are moving with how much Donald Trump is fucked up. There is a, and you were 100% right. He got 72 million votes. Like, who out of any other fucking news broadcaster, I can't even take a credit for this. It was Ryan who literally said, I always asked my guests who are brilliant and way smarter than me, give me the fucking, give me the scenario in which Trump wins. And out of every single person I asked, Ryan Grimm was the only one who was like, white voter turnout in the rural areas of the country. He was 100% correct. Like, he said, non-college educated whites turning out for fucking Donald Trump. That's the only way that you will see these numbers favoring Donald Trump. And he was right. He was right. He was correct on that. I was correct on the Hispanic vote. Like, it was nearly every person with a brain cell was correct on Texas. Like, not brain cell. That's actually rough. I mean, like, everyone who has ever fucking followed politics for an extended period of time knew that, like, Texas was not happening. Like, you were just on so much hopium. Like, you were just blinded by all the hopium. And I think even Austin knew it was difficult. Guys, it's not even Austin. He knew it was difficult. He wished it to be true. Like, it's just was not going to happen. When you're right, cool, just accept the fact that you were right and move on. You focus so much on sucking your own dick. When you're right, so cringe and arrogant. Okay, first of all, that's banned. Secondly, here's the thing. That comes from insecurity. Like, that literally comes from insecurity. That's what it is. Because I'm some fucking idiotic Twitch himbo. So, that, like, I always am going to have a chip on my shoulder about it. Like, that's just it. Because no matter what, everyone who was fucking wrong, everyone who was wrong will get rewarded regardless. And those who are right will not. So let me just fucking relish in the glory for like 3.5 minutes. Okay? That's it. I got nothing outside of that. Chat replies insecurity too. I mean, of course, but that's fine.
Well, it is now your job to say, wow, you radical nutbag lefties. You see what you left us with? You left us not with one term of Donald Trump, but 2 terms of Donald Trump, okay? But all right, enough talking about the losers. Let's talk about the winners here. Trump has an incredible opportunity. Trump has an absolutely incredible opportunity. You take the conservatives, you take the libertarians, you take the classical liberals, you take anyone. You basically take anyone who likes the experiment of America and you make them feel good about it again. And Trump, now what's your chance, man? Your chance is to open that freaking economy, get us back to work, get us watching sports again, the woke thing, think about the hit that it just took. But this Trump win, it's a pushback on big tech. It's a pushback on mainstream media. Like all of you people who have consistently gotten everything wrong, you did it again. You got it wrong again. And you losers. And now I'm going to do a little, this will be a little bit of a patting myself on my own back. You losers at the Lincoln Project, like you people who clearly can't maintain an erection so that you then decide that you have to spend your life just being against one thing, this orange man. It's like, you guys got to go away then. And Chris Hayes, that little dork on MSNBC, all of you people who've gotten everything wrong, Bill Kristol, you've gotten everything wrong, David Frum, you've gotten everything wrong. You guys got to go away.
I mean, they did, but so did you. Like, they got a lot of shit wrong, but so did you, you fucking idiot. As a matter of fact, they at least jump ship to the winning side as soon as they saw Republicans losing, like, or as soon as they saw Donald Trump, they were like, oh yeah, we're going to be Democrats now. Like, we can just infiltrate the party from within. Dave Rubin did the opposite. He's like, yeah, I hate the Democrats. What is OTK rate?
Now. And then I do this show, and for some reason, what I've been able to do, makes a lot more sense to a lot more people than the nonsense that's coming out of mainstream media.
Yes, of course I know Dave Rubin. I used to play basketball with him every Sunday when he was at TYT. And no, I didn't know he was ever going to turn out like this. The only thing that he was a fucking reactionary on was Israel. Like, he always had the worst take on Israel. Like, just the fucking absolute worst. Like, even went so far as to justify, like, bombing a school bus. Yeah, of course he was at TYT. Is he good at basketball? He's decent. OTK is the one true king, the streaming team behind Asmongold and his friends. Oh, nice. Did Dave ever hit on you? No, absolutely not. He was an alright dude when we were friends, yeah. So assuming they drag out PA, even though Trump is up by 700k votes, is there some way that we can get an answer on this tonight? Obviously, Biden isn't conceding tonight, and the media wants us to keep going as long as possible. This seems worth noting. Seems basically impossible for Biden to win PA. Yeah, impossible, dude. Oh, it turns out he had an even higher fucking margin than that. Don't say Michael Brooks. I went toe-to-toe with my boy, okay? R.I.P. Michael Brooks. I went toe-to-toe with him on my fucking impressions. Especially on Dave Rubin. Which one else? Which else one did we, rest in peace. Which other impression did we do together? We've done a bunch. I mean, he was on my stream if you guys want to see. No, you didn't. Don't disrespect him. Shut up, bitch. I think I was better than him at Sam Cedar. But he had me beat on everything else for the most part. His Obama is so good.
Suddenly, the voting just seemed to have stopped in all of these places. I didn't know that was a thing. Suddenly, people had to go home. They couldn't count votes anymore. This is the most important election of a generation, of a lifetime ever. People got to take naps also. It all got very bizarre that it seemed to all happen at the exact same time. Most likely, the machinery in those states probably want Biden to win. That's exactly what I was talking about with Glenn Beck on Monday. That a conspiracy isn't just, it's not just the evil guys in the...
Like, dude, when you have this take, all you're doing is just exposing yourself for not understanding how anything works. Like all you needed to do was just read like one article, you know what I mean, about like what to expect on election night. Like, you would have known. It doesn't take some like brilliant processing power to know that like mail-in ballots were being counted late, and like you don't have to be that smart to look at the counties in which you have mail-in ballots that were overwhelmingly in support of the Democratic Party, because for months on end, Donald Trump literally just kept saying, don't vote by mail, don't vote by mail. So, like, there's just so many different ways they could have just fucking figured it out. No, I don't think. No, I think Dave Rubin is uniquely stupid. I think that a lot of other people probably knew and they were grifting, maybe. I think like someone like Tucker Carlson knows because he's smart. But Dave Rubin is just, he's an idiot. Like, he's literally stupid. No, he doesn't know. No, he is uniquely stupid. I promise you, dude. I think Dave and Tim are like in the same category a little bit. Mom, what's wrong? What, are you all right?
Laughing in the room, you know, it's not just that, but that it sort of moves and morphs and kind of happens in real time. And suddenly, it seems that as they kind of realized that Trump really was going to win and the numbers weren't looking good, well, then suddenly they just started shutting down these states as if that's something that we do on election night. I mean, that isn't something we do. As of right now, Trump is up by about 500,000 in Pennsylvania.
She's just upset because the house smells every time she makes food. No. Yo, well, not Emma.
So that looks pretty solid. Apparently they have to vote.
Even my mom knows this grifter clown, right, Mom? You remember Rubin, right? Dave Rubin? What do you think about him? You don't remember him that much? Okay.
They have to do some counting in the Philadelphia area. That could go more blue. You know, big cities tend to go more blue, but the chances that they make up 500, probably not great. That's with 66% in. In Michigan, Biden is up 50, which is pretty negligible at 96% in. So that.
Come on, let's just cancel sitcom.
And yes, this guy voted. His application was received on September 11th, 2020, and the ballot was sent on 9/19/2020, and it was received about 12 days later on 10/2/2020. So congratulations to 118-year-old dead William Bradley from Wayne County, Detroit. You voted. Your family must be very proud. You see why this is a problem.
Bro, you gotta be all right. You gotta watch out, brother. You might OD. That's too much, Dave. Look at his face. Look at how much his face changed over the days.
Guys, like I don't mean to be silly about this stuff. That no matter what happens right now, I know that I did what I thought was right. Like, I really did. I did what I thought was right. As I said to you yesterday, it's come at a cost personally, through friends and family and a whole bunch of other stuff. I have no doubt that if Trump loses, like, there's going to be all sorts of people that will try to destroy all of the people that had anything to do with Trump or anything like that. But I'm really proud that I stood up and said what I believe in. And, you know, when I glance through the comment section here, I know that you guys, in some cases, like, I'm a proxy for you because it's a little harder for you to do it in whatever your life circumstances are. And I totally sympathize with that. And I wish there were some good answers for it.
He's just like consistently getting worse. Like, It's the death spiral where you have this like YOLO mentality where you're like, yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I got caught with my pants down. So now I'm just gonna like spiral into even worse and worse takes. It's so weird. Like, why can't you be a fucking adult? Just be like, yeah, we lost. That's what I did. And Trump defeating Hillary Clinton was a way, way more unexpected circumstance than like Joe Biden defeating Donald Trump. All you needed to do was be like an adult. There's so many fucking idiotic liberals out there that are like looking for people like Dave Rubin just so they can cling on to this notion of a sensible Republican, you know? Like, they would have loved it. A real grifter, a real five-head grifter would notice that and quickly do a heel turn. I think that's the new market there. It's not partisan to say the Dems can get away with anything at this point because we have mainstream media and big tech. It doesn't matter what happens in these states. Only matters what narrative is. Saying what... Yeah. Even though the same courts that Donald Trump filled with fucking Ghostbusters judges also threw out 31 of 35 court lawsuits that they fucking put up there.
Now, I know a ton of people here in Los Angeles that secretly voted for Trump. And as I've been saying for weeks, I didn't know anyone that was a Trump person last time that voted for Biden this time. And I hear so many versions of that story from you guys literally across the country. And yet here we are in these numbers that we're supposed to believe. But okay, that's just fine. There's a feeling in the mainstream media and from the Twitterati that it's like it could happen at any moment. They're just going to announce Biden, and I wouldn't put it past these people to just announce Biden and then have to go from there. And the Biden campaign released a statement today saying something like, if Trump doesn't leave the White House in 70 days, you know, the law enforcement will escort him out or something. So that type of tweet's allowed on there.
Dude, that'd be so sick. I honestly, like, look, I don't give a fuck if you say he's lip shit or whatever. There's not a single fucking tanky on the planet even that wouldn't agree with me on this. Like, you can be the world's largest accelerationist. You're really gonna tell me that it wouldn't give you the hardest of cocks to fucking watch Donald Trump get maybe like a little bit of just a crumb of police brutality, dude? Come on. I swear to God. All cops are beautiful after that. It's just like one fucking person just like follow the law and just like hit him a little bit with a baton for not leaving. Okay? Give us that. Just give us like just a taste. Just a fucking little taste. Left-wing commentator fantasizes about the president getting violently evicted from the White House. Oh. I just, ooh. It's actually giving me shivers. Is that weird? Like I'm feeling, even in my fantasy, I'm feeling like a body high. Just thinking about like Donald Trump just fucking getting evicted out of the Oval Office. Oh, it's never gonna happen. Don't get me wrong, but fuck, man. It's never gonna happen, but it would be so fucking tight if it did. And anyone who says that's a lib fantasy is a fucking psycho, okay? You have no fun in your life. You have no fun in your life if you think that this is exclusive to like liberals or some shit. This does not mean that like Joe Biden is a good president. This does not mean that I think Joe Biden is going to actually actually like lead this nation out of the death spiral that it's in. Okay, I'm not saying any of those, but Donald Trump getting physically removed from the White House would, I don't know what I would do. Oh God, 2020 would just turn around. So it would be crazy. Oh God, I'm going to keep fantasizing about it. They find like the one cop who's anti-Trump. Maybe they found like the Joe Jorgensen voter cops. Oh, I would nut. I'd get banned if that happened because I would just fucking come on stream.
But, not the other tweets. Okay, fine. I don't know. Can the Republicans actually stand up to anything without Trump, or are they just like a bunch of impotent losers? I don't know. And again, this is why I've never considered myself a Republican in all of this, right? Like, I absolutely supported Trump, especially in the last couple of weeks, because I thought he was the best vehicle to just keep breaking this thing so we could try to rebuild something good. But I never have once said that I'm a Republican, because these guys are pretty unimpressive as a group of people.
No, Dave Rubin's heel turn. Hasan is just jealous for that Rubin is huge fame. Hasan, just kid. You are New York Times special agent. Yeah. So the thing is, Dave Rubin actually taught me a lot. He taught me my own biases clouding my judgment, for sure. Now I'm definitely a lot more critical of people on my side, or people who I think functionally are on my side. Well, I've also probably become more radical in the last couple of years too. If we're being honest, like I don't think I'm as I definitely was like way more of a, was always further to the left of the Democratic Party, but 28% of the LGBT voters. Bro, what are they doing? Listen, I have a fuckload of leftist gays in here. Stop fucking these dudes, okay? I joke around about how I think Hope Hicks is hot, but like I wouldn't give Tommy Lauren the pleasure. You understand? Like, she doesn't deserve it. You can't change them, okay? They're just two races. They're so racist that they're like, nah, fuck that. Like, racism is more important to me than homosexuals having rights.
Like, I've had a pretty good track record. I don't think you're going to find major instances where I consistently over a long period of time got things wrong. But if I start getting everything wrong, I think you will probably hold me to account. You know how you do it? You'll probably stop watching. And that's probably what you should be doing.
Let's look. What is Dave Rubin? Oh, the Rubin Reports. Damn, bro. Doing well. I guess they didn't hold him to account. I guess for a lot of people, they just they don't give a shit.